Benjamins is all I know. When money call, I gotta go. Wondering where I've been, chasing them Benjamins.
Salute, man. Welcome to the ATM Podcast. Welcome to the ATM Podcast. Addicted to Money Podcast 904 on YouTube and Instagram, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Mr. ATM.
Cousin Curtis.
Listen, man, episode 20. Episode motherfucking 20, goddammit. Because, yo, you got to put the emphasis on it. 20 episodes, man. We've been locked in.
Yes, sir.
We've been locked in, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us in the chat. You know, subscribers, viewers, everybody, man. Thank you so much, man, for the support. Thank you so much, man. By the way, episode, not only are we celebrating episode 20, but we got to say happy Juneteenth.
Yeah.
We have to say happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, man. Rest up, bless up to my pops who passed away, man, back in the day. You know, love you, Pops. I know you looking down on me, blessing me, my angel. You feel me? Thank you for being there for me, like I know you is every single day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day to your Pops, which is big cuz. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man, to everybody, man. All right, to my brothers, to my uncles, granddads, everybody, man. You feel me? Cousins, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Also, happy birthday to my little sister, man.
Yeah.
Sister Sid, man. Happy birthday, mama. Hope you're enjoying your day. Listen, enjoy that shit, man. You know, a lot of people don't get to live to see their next birthday, man. So don't take that lightly. A lot of people don't get to see the next Father's Day. A lot of people don't get to see the next Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So let's not take it lightly, man.
Right.
You know, and give thanks for us being here still, man, able to rock out, live good, you know what I'm saying? Get the bag, keep the bag, and invest the bag. You feel me? Hey, listen, man, let's get with the mantra, man. For the people who knew, welcome. For the people who've been rocking with us, man, you know what I'm saying? Welcome home. You feel me? Listen, the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. We're going to build good habits and make good decisions. We're going to gain more assets than liabilities. Remember, you are the CEO of your life. And last but not least, family finances first. You feel me? I seen Cuz put in the chat the other day, she put hashtag family first. I say Cuz had to be watching our shit. I know, it was Cuz Carlita. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I say Cuz had to be watching our shit. But nah, you know, maybe she might have thought of that. It's all good. You know, I ain't the first time. I ain't the first person that came up with that. So,
Yeah.
But we know the triple F's, man. Family finances first. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're about on this show, man.
Yeah.
Family finances first. Listen, how was your Money Monday? Your Trading Tuesday, your Wealthy Wednesday, your Transaction Thursday, Financial Friday, Sabbath Saturday, your self-care Sunday. How was it, man? How was it? How was your week, cuz?
It's still going, man. It's still going, but I mean, yesterday and today was just beautiful. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to point it back to diet and exercise, man. I ate like I desired to, you know, as far as health-wise. I was feeling good. I got me a good workout in before we did the podcast now, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself, man. I'm proud of, I know, you're not, you're proud of yourself. But I am. I'm proud of the man that I have been. I'm proud of the man I'm becoming. And it's a wonderful feeling.
Why can't our endorphins go off? Why can't we be proud and happy?
Yeah, for sure.
As men, we always supposed to be, man, fuck that shit, man. Nah, man, you proud of yourself, you proud of yourself. Be
For
proud,
sure.
my nigga. That's motivation.
Yeah.
Inspiration. You know what I'm saying? It shows, first of all, that's motivation to someone else. Also, that's inspiration to someone else, but you are motivating and inspiring yourself also.
Yeah.
Then that shows the dedication, because you had to be dedicated to get the way you want to be, to progress.
Yeah.
Any progress is good. progress can become addictive.
It's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
Progress can become addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wish that everybody could have that addiction. If you're gonna be addicted to something, be addicted to money for sure, but be addicted to progress. So every time you're progression is that show you're doing well.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And the thing about I'm gonna do like cuz. And the thing about progress.
Yeah.
And the thing about progress, man, it's like I was saying, like once you learn something and you understand it, right? Once you got the understanding of it and you learned it, you don't have to like keep learning it over and over again. You once you understand it, you can go to the next step and you can build your personal empire. You can build your intelligence. You was talking about earlier your communication with people. That's a type of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So it just the studying never stops, which is maybe that's good news, maybe that's bad news, but it shows that we can keep progressing in life. We can become a better. Okay, let's say we made some mistakes yesterday. We don't have to make those same mistakes today.
Right.
And we can improve on it, and we can become like I am now. You know, saying I'm proud of myself. You know, you have to put work in. You have to sacrifice time and comfortability sometimes to get to that point. So that's
now when you learn something, move on and learn something else. I would say whenever you learn something, chat, apply it.
no doubt.
Execute it.
Yeah, you definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We don't just want to move on. Let's master that shit. Yeah. Let's not just learn it. Let's be a master of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the point of learning is to apply it, because you have to implement some type of faith to see the results. It's like when we come across people.
Well, no, I mean, no. Learning ain't applying it, because
I'm saying
applying it to me would be like, think about the kids in school, right? They learning in school, right? They learning, but they can't go out here and apply it in the real world. You know what I'm saying? All they can do is keep learning it until they're able to go out here in the real world and apply what they learning in school.
But that's what I'm saying. The significance of learning is to apply what you've learned. That's
right. I guess eventually, because in their case, they can't just go out and apply it right now. They got to wait till they get a little older.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, in certain situations, it is, situations that you learn something and can't just go out there and apply it. You feel me? Yeah. Sometimes you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like whatever you learn, my nigga, you gotta go execute it and apply it, or it's a waste.
Right.
Right? Because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but it's only powerful unless you apply it. Right?
No doubt. And we talked about, Happy Father's Day, all the men. So, which is great. And June is Men's Healthcare Month. So, with men are less likely to seek medical help. So, let's not be stubborn, men. If we got a little, oh man, it's burned, or oh man, that wasn't there before. Let's not just thug it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just, we gonna fight through it. Let's just go to the doctor, swallow your pride or whatever's in the way. Just get checked out. Just make sure we good so we can be there for our families. You know what I'm saying? So we can lead and do all the other great stuff that men do in this life.
That's a fact, man. Health is wealth for sure. Big up to everybody who's trying to eat healthy, exercise regularly. You know what I'm saying? And just be conscious about what we're putting into our body, mind, and soul. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Health is definitely wealth. I appreciate that, because a lot of men, we don't go to the doctor. We think we can thug it out. We think, it's just a itch or a scratch, but it's really a little more than that. Mm-hmm. So definitely, fellas, man, let's go. If you're over 40, 45, let's go get our colonoscopies, our whatever,
shingle shot, man. That shingle shot too. If you're in your 50s,
let's make sure that we're good. Shot. But what I will say to that is, as long as we eat right how we're supposed to be and fast on the regular, We won't have no problems. We would never have to go see these people. We would never be on no antibiotics, never be on no kind of like high blood pressure and diabetes pills and all this other bull crap that they keep you on for forever. You would never have those experiences, and it's never too late. I will say that it's never too late. You can fast and definitely beat anything. It gives your body times to heal, get all the toxins out, all the waste out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, fasting is a lost art. For all my fasters out there, man, shout out to you guys. Bless up to you guys. ATM to you guys, man, because that's a beautiful thing. It's a lost art, man. I'm getting back into it a little more, especially since I've been exercising and eating right. Shout out to Athletes Taking Measures, man, for inspiring us. They're one of our great sponsors, man, for inspiring us, for inspiring the community, man. Thank you so much for the inspiration, you know what I'm saying, the motivation. And we showing you the dedication, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it going, man. Good job out there, cuz. Let's keep it going, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
Let's really get committed, man. I don't know. I was thinking, man, I was thinking about having like a little 30-day challenge, you know what I'm saying? See who can lose the most weight, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. But
that'd be dope.
It would be. So we might have to come up with that pretty soon and then document it throughout the podcasts and shit and see who's winning, you know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope.
Yeah. So shout out to the Athletes Taking Measures, man. Shout out to Athletes Taking Measures for sure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Real quick though, Apparel Totally Modified, man. Listen, man, they got the bracelets, man, the shirts, man. Listen, we got to get you your shirts. We got to get you they made us a new logo, new ATM logo, you know what I mean? Let us know what you think in the chat, you feel me? But we got to get you your shirts. We want to get you your bracelets. Holler at me in the chat. Put the $ in the chat or put ATM in the chat if you want a wristband or a shirt. If you want both, put both in the chat. $ and ATM, man. You feel me? Thank y'all for subscribing, liking, sharing. Cuz, what we got today, baby?
Man, so, let's start off with the question. I got a question. Is it better to have money and know exactly how to spend it, or have no idea what to do with it and save it? That's my question.
No doubt. Hey. Chat. Answer that shit for me. Answer it again.
Is it better to have money and know exactly how to spend it, or have no idea what to do with it and save it?
So when you say have no idea what to do with it, it made me think of when they say, if you took all the money from everybody and divided it equally, it'll begin to come back in the same hands that it was in before. And you know why is that? Because the people who you dispersed the money to didn't know what to do with it. So automatically, the people who do know what to do with the money is going to get the money back all over again. So of course, it's better to have the money and know exactly what to do with it, because then you get the bag, you can save the bag, then you can invest the bag. You know what I'm saying? Then you know how to save, budget, manage your money.
Even though they spend it.
You spend it on assets to create liquidity. You spend your money on assets, not liabilities. See, too many times when our people think about spending money, we think about fancy cars, we think about clothes, no, we need to think, listen, I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all this. Money is a tool used to make more money. Money is a tool used to make more money. When we get money, we're supposed to use that money to make more money. How do we learn how to spend money? How do we learn how to spend money? From our parents? From what we see from on TV? Like, how do we learn how to spend money?
Programming. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we know how we learn how to spend money, right? But we never learn how to save, budget, or manage, or invest our money. Why is that? Why is that not important in the black community? Now, not saying that it's not year to date, because we know that year to date, black investors are the most investors in the stock market, year to date. I know that. I'm saying in general, In the low-income areas, where it's majority of us, we don't learn how to save, budget, or manage our money or invest it. Who taught you how to spend your money? At Walmart, at Harvey's, Winn-Dixie's, Aldi's, Publix, Whole Foods, Fresh Market, Fresh Fields. You know what I'm saying? Who taught us this? Listen. Let's control money. Let's control our money, right? Don't let the money control us. Don't be a slave to money. Be a money master. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In order not to be a rich slave, you have to give the knowledge that you know, passed down to our youth, passed down to our culture, to the next generation. Or show them the roadmap to wealth. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically the same thing. You know, we live, along that line still kind of like the game is to be sold, not told. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we trying to progress our people. We want to, we want progression in our culture. We want better things in life. You know what I'm saying? It's more to life.
Definitely.
We need to know how to utilize insurance, life insurance, whole life insurance, IULs. We need to know how to own land, buy property. We need to know how to, even if you want to get an annuity, like we need to know about all this shit. You feel me? I can go on and on, but we need to know about this shit, man. Just remember, all debts have statute of limitations, but it depends on what city you're in. Now, earlier we was talking about my uncle, I guess it'd be your uncle too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
17
years ago, he's getting his wages garnished by a debt, right? And I was telling him there's definitely statutes of limitations. The most I ever heard was 7 years. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong about the consumer laws, the statute of limitations. The most I ever heard anybody or any debt collector being able to, collect the debt is within 7 years. So correct me if I'm wrong, but my uncle is getting penalized and getting a debt collected from some company. He getting his wages garnished from 17 years ago. So that was crazy. That just made me think about that. So that's why I brought that up, man. It's crazy.
That's almost 2 decades, man.
Man, that's crazy. You might well say it's 2 decades.
Yeah.
But he can actually sue their ass too, though.
Yeah. That's crazy. But that's why you gotta know. That's why you gotta know what you're dealing with, because if you don't know, anybody can do anything to you.
Well, I guess that's why he called me.
Yeah, definitely. But you talked about owning land. So here's a little cool stat. 90% of millionaires come from real estate.
Okay.
And 100% of billionaires come from private equity. Now, I got to be honest. When I first heard that, I was like, cool. But I had no idea what private equity is. So private equity is owners. This isn't this is a general definition, right? Private equity can probably get more complex. I understand this. But it's ownership or interest in entities that aren't publicly listed or traded. So it's almost...
Which can still be in the stock market. Because you got private companies that are traded in the stock market. Now, they only become public when they have the public IPOs. That's what it's called when they become public for like a day or so.
I was thinking that. I'm glad you cleared that up.
They give you time to invest in their company.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But they're still considered private.
So, okay, so it's like when companies that are doing well, they say, okay, we're gonna become public, and then they start selling shares to anybody with money.
Well, they don't necessarily have to be doing well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of companies have their IPOs because they're not doing so well, so they can make a little cash. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. So you'll have companies that come out and never be public at all. But then you have some companies that was public and then they became private. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't want to keep going on about this, but does that change? Does that sometimes change the value of the stock when they go public? Like, say they were doing, let's say there was $2,000 a share when they were private. Maybe when they come public, does the share reduce or could it increase? You know what I mean?
Well, on an IPO, I've correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But what I've seen was if it was $2,000 before the IPO, when the IPO is $2,000 too, it's just giving you a chance to invest in that company. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
And so it don't matter what the price is. If you never had an opportunity to invest in it, then you get an opportunity. People been waiting on that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? People put themselves in position for IPOs to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They waiting on private owned companies to have their IPO day. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Thank you for clearing that up, Mr. ATM. Mr. ATM. So what you think about this saying? I'm gonna let you get to your nuggets. I see them. I kind of think I know what you think about this saying, but I just want to know anyway for the ATM family, right?
Yes, sir.
You do not need to work hard for your money. Your money needs to work hard for you. What do you think about that saying? Now, I know you are a big believer in hard work, for sure. But
Well, what I just said, don't be a slave to money.
Exactly.
Be a money master.
Right.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
We're going to be masters of money. We're going to master the money. You feel me?
Yeah. And that's a learning curve. It's a learning curve for me, for sure. I mean, it's...
And look. Here's the thing, and here's what we got to realize. The reason why we might not be where we want to be is because of, our upbringing, our parents, maybe because they didn't, instill that mindset into us at an early age, or we never talked about bills and money, and that wasn't a discussion. It was hid from us. You know what I'm saying? So because we went through a lot of financial trauma, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's real. It's crazy, but it's true. So sometimes we gotta be real, man. That we're not in the position we are in because of our upbringing or our parents, but once we realize that, we don't use that as an excuse, because our parents can only teach us what they know, and they can only teach us so much. Now it's up to us to learn and educate ourselves. Self-education, to me, is better than formal education any day of the week. You feel me? Because all the shit they're teaching us in school, how much of that shit we really gonna use other than learning how to write and learning our math? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Real shit, Yeah. Read and write. I'm sorry. Read too. I'm sorry. Yeah. Gotta read, motherfuckers. Gotta read. Reading is fundamental.
Yeah. So, we talked about men's health, right? And for men and women, heart disease is the #1 killer in the U.S. So I said, wow, how can we prevent heart disease if that's the #1 killer in the U.S. for men and women, right? So,
damn, I had my list somewhere that I had top 10. I don't know. I used to. Hey, listen. I used to be young too. Shit.
Sorry, man. You still young, man.
Don't
worry about it, man. Anyway, so I know you probably heard this before, but it's time to do these things, not to just hear them, right? And if you are doing them, kudos to you, and just keep up the good work, right?
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
So eat a well-rounded diet high in fiber and low in saturated fats, low in trans fats, and low in cholesterol. Okay. Maintain a healthy weight. You don't want to be overweight, And you don't want to be underweight either. You know, that can be dangerous as well. You want to exercise frequently. Limit alcohol intake. That don't mean you have to stop.
Hey, listen. We gon' I'm gonna edit that one out. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna stay on the motherfucking board. But you know what I'm saying? Keep on though, because I got you.
So we talking about excessive alcohol to where it's poisoning your body. We don't even drink like that. Oftentimes anyway, don't worry about it. So get enough sleep.
Sleep is so important, man, for sure.
Manage your stress as best you can. You know,
stress is one of the top killers too.
Yeah,
we can't play around with that.
Yeah. So
that's one of the top killers for sure.
And it just said don't smoke. So I was like, don't smoke. Wait a minute. So when they
that's too broad.
Oftentimes when they talking about don't smoke, they really talking about cigarettes. Cigarettes is killing folks.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
We're gonna say they talking about tobacco.
Yeah.
They ain't talking to us.
But no, man. I mean, you have to have a balance in your life anyway. You know, it's not healthy for you to just be one dimensional in any area. You know, so yeah, okay. Maybe you out at a function. You might not drink at all. You can have yourself a drink. Maybe you've been working out, getting on, and eat yourself a piece of cake. You don't have to kill yourself. But you just don't abuse it, right? You talking about somebody that can have a drink every now and then, but we talking about other people that they don't know how to put it down.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about something that's working against you. Now you're not just having fun. Now you're poisoning yourself, man. So that's it, man. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like I'm just. I live by these. You know, things myself with athletes taking measures.
Right.
You know, they be putting us on, you know. Like even when we go out and we do the runs and stuff, we eating fruit. We drinking water. And then we coming back and we eating fruit and drinking water. So it's not like I'm just some guy just telling you, no, we take on.
What you said was the number one?
Heart disease. Yeah.
You're right. It's heart disease, cancer, COVID-19 was one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was number 3 at the time. Accidents, strokes, chronic lower respiratory disease, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, and then last but not least, chronic liver disease.
Oh, man. Mm-hmm. That last one sounds painful. Chronic liver disease. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. It just honestly sounds painful.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, health is wealth, man. Let's take care of ourselves. I promise you guys, if we were to fast at least twice a week, listen, your health will be crazy. Whatever problems you was having, you go back to the doctor. We don't even supposed to go to the doctor unless we break a bone or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Really, you feel me? Colonoscopy, prostate, shit like that. Of course, we gotta go breast cancer, shit like that. But breast cancer we don't even supposed to have breast cancer. Like all this shit is from the food we eat, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm beginning to think it don't even matter how much we intake because the shit is so harmful to us. Listen to this. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us. Listen. Before they grow it, they're trying to kill us. When they growing it, they're trying to kill us. When they packaging it, they're trying to kill us. When they selling it, bro, they're trying to kill us. And when we eat it, they're trying to kill us. Okay. Before they grow it, they're trying to kill us because they're doing something to the seeds, genetically modifying our food. All these different chemicals and bullshit in our food are in the seeds already. Ask Bill Gates. His company called Appeal. If you see that shit in the grocery store, don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I know. When they growing it, they're trying to kill us. all the different pesticides and chemicals they spray on the plants. You know what I'm saying? They say they spray the strawberries with so much pesticides. You can literally take the strawberries out the field, juice them, and respray the garden, and it's gonna work better than the pesticides you sprayed on them motherfuckers. It got so much shit in it. You feel me? It's crazy. When they packaging it, they trying to kill us because they putting bullshit in it to make it look good, to make it last longer. You know what I'm saying? All these preservatives and shit. You know what I'm saying? When they doing the packaging the chicken, they see if you see a bubble or something on the chicken, they just cut that shit off and keep it moving. Like it's crazy. You gotta see this shit, man. The food industry. You feel me? When they selling it to us, they trying to kill us. They're trying to kill us because they know that the FDA, the USDA, they let different things slide. They let a lot of different things slide. That's why when you get different things that it might say may contain tree nuts and this and that, you like, what the fuck you mean, right? May contain? Because this shit ain't how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? All these different shits mixed in the same way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
when we eat it, they trying to kill us too because they know what's in the shit, man. You feel me?
you know that, not to make a joke about it because it's not funny. It's something we have to be cognizant of. But you know what they remind me of?
What's that?
It's nothing worse than being dumb and broke. That's what that remind me of when you were saying that. Now, maybe
Nothing worse than being dumb and broke.
There's nothing worse than that. Shout out to my man Johnny Blaze. I think he came up with that right here on the ATM podcast. He said that, man. I still man, I wish I would have come up with that, man. That was beautiful, but no, man. So I mean, we can't assume that they have their best interest.
Shout out to JBWC, man, Johnny Blaze, man. Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Man, we gotta have him back, man. He gotta come back through for sure.
JB?
Yeah.
We gotta look and see how many views we had on that episode. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
You feel me? The chat gonna let us know if they want them back or not. But depending on how many views we had on that one.
Yeah. So that episode right there, man. Wow, man. We were having a good time, man. That was beautiful. But so I'm just like, I realized that yes, the more you earn, the more you learn, the more you earn. But I'm realizing that
the more you learn, the more you earn.
Definitely. And so I'm realizing that it makes life easier when you have an understanding of some things. It's not about being a know-it-all or you see a lot of guys online and they able to.
The more you know, the more you.
They able to speak well. They able to give information back and forth, and they may able to, even if you don't agree with their point, they have such a great way about speaking that you can respect where they're coming from.
Okay.
Right? So I said that to say, we talking about self-development and we talking about making ourselves better. We don't have to make ourselves better doesn't mean we're not taking away something that we love about ourselves. We're increasing what we love about ourselves. And that's what I learned in reading. Like, I'm like, man, I used to think this was boring. I used to think like, even though I would read, right? I would, but I was like, man, this is boring. Like, how can somebody get into it? Until I found out it wasn't reading that I had a problem with. It was what I was reading. When I had the eye,
switch it up.
when I found the eye to find what I like to read, man, it was like, I love reading. This is great. This is making me a better man. This is making me a better son. This is making me a better cousin in our case. You know, even you talked about it a couple episodes ago. You know, you was commending me for how I've grown. But you commended me, but I have to commend the books, the education, the knowledge, the understanding that has helped me. It's helped me piece things together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where that came from, but
Shit, no doubt, man. But you gotta remember, man. And chat, you gotta remember this, man. It's not what you know, right? It's what you can show.
that's true.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? You can be absolutely right, but if you can't prove it, you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yes, sir.
And even that is a learning curve.
Right. Listen, chat. I'm gonna tell you something about consumer laws really quick, man. Let's get into it really quick. Listen, when you are able to delete something off of your credit, okay, you still have the obligation to pay. Because remember, we're trying to build relationships with these companies, right? So that we can use other people's money, OPM.
Right.
The goal is to use their money. You feel me? So no matter what bank you go to, they all communicate with each other, especially when you don't pay back your debts. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You got to think about it like this. I let you borrow $10,000, right? You never pay me back. Now, when we was hanging out together all the time, I introduced you to one of my guys. You feel me? A while back. He knows you. But he knows nothing about the money I gave you. You know what I'm saying? Money I lent you, he don't know nothing about, right? All he know is, from his experience, that you're a good guy. You feel me? So you run into him, you ask him for 10 bands. You feel me? He says, shit, okay, I got you. But before he can give it to you, he run into me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he tells me about, hey, I seen your boy, hey, he want to borrow 10, I'm going to let him hold it. What you think I'm going to tell him? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to think about that when you around here fucking around with these banks. They talk to each other. They all have the same, consumer. They all fuck with the same consumer law agencies. You know what I'm saying? So just remember
that's
that.
Got to be true, because I dare you, anybody that's watching, listening, what have you. Go. Let's say you get some money and you get enough money to go ahead and pay off that credit debt or credit card debt, right? I guarantee you, your email will be flooded with, oh, we got this new card, we got this new MasterCard. You've been pre-approved for this. You've been pre-approved for that. So that's got to be true.
Although it is true. Although you are right, I'm gonna add on to that. Even if you don't pay it off, even if you just paying on it, you gonna get motherfuckers to say, oh, because you paying on your credit going up. So motherfuckers gonna be offering you why you got the car, why it's not paid off already. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So even they want to just put more shit on you and more shit on you. So, but it's up to you to figure out what's good, what's bad, decipher through what you can handle. You know what I'm saying? You don't want too much weight on you, too much financial weight on you. You feel me?
Yeah. And it takes self-discipline, I tell you, because I had an instance where I got a loan from the bank, and then the bank was like, it was almost like they didn't want me to pay it off. I had to call them to pay it off. I couldn't do it online, right? And so I'm doing this, and I pay it off, and then I go and apply for some kind of credit thing that I never could get. Boom, I got it. And now I have all of this money and credit, not to tell my business, right? But we family, so whatever. But now I got all this money from this credit thing. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna be a responsible adult, and I'm not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, a responsible adult is just, when it comes to finances, just pay back what you owe. Simple.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you have to be in a position to pay. So if you're not in a position,
Right, that's why I say a responsible adult.
Yeah.
You can be an adult, But you got to be a responsible adult for you to be able to do that. Listen, remember, knowledge is only powerful unless it's applied. You know what I'm saying? Execute the knowledge that you learn. What I know, I have to show in order for all of us to grow. You know what I'm saying? What I know, I have to show in order for all of us to grow, because seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? If I can show you the progress, you'll believe in the success. You know what I'm saying? Audit yourself, man. Audit your situation, your present, your past. You know what I'm saying? Your future. Audit that shit, man. Sometimes we get influenced. Okay, what you think about this? Sometimes we get influenced by the people we are supposed to be influencing. Sometimes we get it. Have you ever been inspired by somebody you were supposed to be inspiring? Did that ever caught you off guard? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'll tell you how. In my personal occasion. So, I'm a man of faith, right? And I'm proud of that. But my nephew, you know, I was telling him things about God, right? And he pulls out a scripture and shows it to me. And I'm like, man, this is beautiful. Like I'm thinking I'm telling you, which I was. I'm thinking I'm telling you something beautiful about God, and you, boom, I got something for you. I thought that was so amazing. So we can learn. If I can learn from my 8-year-old nephew, we can learn from anyone.
There's something about, we need to know what that generation is called. Because I don't know. Because my daughter the same age, she's 9.
Alpha, something.
And she hit me with
Alpha.
It was like fucking
They say it all the time.
Like 6:45 in the morning. I just put on my bag, my weight vest, finna go run. And she said, Dad, let's pray. I'm like, huh? So she go on her phone and it's this fucking scripture shit. I said, what the hell? Then she hit me with it this morning too. A scripture that she see that's on the phone. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. Yeah, so she caught me off guard, you know what I'm saying, with that shit.
Yeah,
listen.
She killing it right now. I heard she made straight A's.
Yeah, on the last shit.
Yeah. Shout out to little cuz, man. Love you.
Hey, freedom is the most expensive thing because you never stop paying for it. Freedom is the most expensive thing because you never stop paying for your freedom. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. Trust me.
So, just give me an example of what you mean, man.
Okay, you got you some land. You bought you a house. You got some property, right? You feeling good. But every year until you die, you got to pay property tax. Mortgage? No, you own the house. You got to pay property tax.
You're right. My mistake. Property tax. Yes, you do have to pay property tax. That's true. Even if you got the mortgage paid off. Yeah.
And when you don't, they come take your shit. You feel me?
Mm. Wow.
So that's an example.
I don't know if that hit anybody out there like it hit me, but wow, see, when you learn stuff like that and you see it from a different perception, it makes you move different. You know what I'm saying? It makes you like, it's not that.
Well, the more you know, the more you grow.
Yeah, it's not that you change it, like, you're not changing yourself, you're not changing who you are.
Right.
But you wanna, it's like the meta. Most effective.
Don't build your house out of peanut butter.
Don't build it out of peanut butter. But it's the most effective tactic available. Meta, right? They put it in the acronym these days. But so it's like having the meta. It's like, okay, I see this is working, so I'm finna switch up the game plan. Like Boston in Game 5. They switched up the game plan, and they won.
I mean, Boston just wanted to win at home.
You think that's what it was?
I mean, what else is it? Like you laid down in Game 4.
Oh,
because
man.
you was in Dallas. You was in Dallas, and then on top of you laid down, them boys was hitting everything. Yeah. I was like, damn, what the fuck? But hey, listen.
And the Panthers, man, they wanted to win. That was a great game.
Yeah, that was a good game. 5-3 ended up being, man. Shout out to them because it was down 3-0.
Yeah,
so shout out to them for bringing it, coming back
but
and making it a game.
They fighting. They can't play around with boys.
No doubt, but I think the Oilers done won 2 straight because it was 3-0, right? Yeah. So they got some momentum right now, and they going back.
Yeah, and they going back to Canada.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, man. You can be making 7 figures, 6 figures, or whatever it is, 8 figures or whatever. But let's not be a slave to that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Let's not be a soul-bought, enslaved sucker. You feel me? Because we know we was already sold and we know we was bought and we was enslaved. But ultimately, let's not be a sucker, man. You feel me? Let's not be a slave out here, man. Remember I told you, let's be a money master. You feel me? Master of money. Let's have high-level conversations. Shout out to 19 Keys, man. For sure. Let's have high-level conversations, not eye-level conversations, okay? You know
I was just listening to him last night. Man.
Yeah.
The guy is, just the way he's able to, he don't speak to everybody. He's not trying to speak to everybody. He's trying to speak to the people that want to do better in life.
So that's how I feel about a lot of people, especially Dr. Umar. He not speaking to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
And you know, I come across Dr. Umar and I you just swipe left, swipe right, whatever. But that's one of the guys where he's able to make his point so valid that even if you don't agree with him, you respect it.
And then when you think about it, he cares more about you than probably anybody else when you watch on that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
This nigga will give his life for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah. And I got respect. I'm not gonna lie, like I gotta admire, even though I don't agree with everything he says, right? I don't agree with everything you say.
We're not gonna agree with nothing.
No.
We're not gonna agree with everything nobody says.
I respect his passion, man. And it's, I feel like it comes from a genuine place.
Now, right, and so what I learned is, just because I don't respect everything you say, I know you're gonna have some valid points. That's why I always say, nigga, I would like to sit down with the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, nigga, the prejudice, the white supremacists, to understand why they don't like us, the racist motherfuckers. To understand, like, what did we do? Is it something we can change? You feel me? You know what I mean?
You do say that a lot.
I mean, listen, man, if aliens come, nigga, we gotta fight them motherfuckers. Now we gotta sit together because we the human race. So we one race, human race, my nigga. You feel me? Fuck the color, fuck all that shit. No disrespect, Dr. Umar, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Push come to show, let's just treat each other better, my nigga. You feel me? You know, hey, I don't know. Listen, high-level conversations, man, not high-level conversations. A lot of conversations we have is just really small talk, man. You know, we gotta wise up, learn more, so we can earn more, know more, so we can grow more, and so we can get out of economic turmoil. You feel me? Because that economic turmoil that we in can cause all different kind of emotions. You feel me? And we move off emotions. So, you know what I'm saying? If we have good emotions, we're going to move in a positive manner. If we got negative emotions, we're going to move in a negative manner. So let's just remember that. You know what I mean?
Man, I hope you guys are absorbing anything we've said to make your quality of life better, to make your relationships better, to make your health better, because it works for us. I mean, we go back and look at the podcast, and sometimes I think I said this plenty of times, but sometimes we'll see something that we didn't even know we said.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, man, or this notebook, and I go back and look at the notes from whatever episode, and it's just, it's a real progress. It's almost like it's a podcast, but it's almost like a documentary too. You can go back and look at how we was talking in the beginning of the year and be like, man, them guys they going
20 episodes in, man. Shout out to 20 episodes.
Shout out.
Episode number 20, ATMPODCAST904 on Instagram and YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody who rocking with us, subscribers, viewers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who commented. Yeah. Thank you, man. We appreciate you for sure, man. Listen, the dollar can be a wicked master. See, I'm going to switch it. The dollar can be a wicked master, but it can also be a faithful servant. You know what I'm saying? It can also be a faithful servant.
It's crazy you say that because I'm trying to, and I'm getting to the point. I'm trying to finish this other book, right? You know, I already know how I am about reading, but I'm trying to finish this other book before I get to this money book, and I'm trying to, while I'm on the up and up, I'm trying to really manipulate that concept of money being a servant, because if money can be a servant, then I need to know how to make it a servant. Because otherwise, money is just like, oh, I got it, man, I gotta get this, man, I gotta get it, and then you ain't got it.
I'm glad you said that. The more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. So let me break it down to you, okay? We talked about this in other episodes. You got deep poverty, right? You got poverty. You got stability. You got security, independency, and freedom, right? So let me break it down. Deep poverty is when you own more than you own. You feel me? Poverty is when you one check away from being in deep poverty. You might have less than $1,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Stability. You got something in the savings, and you probably have a little more than $1,000 or right at $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Security. When you start investing of some sort, you know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily got to be in the stock market. You know, you might have could have invested in some property, some land, you know, other areas, some life insurance or whatever have you. Security is when you start. Oh, I said security already?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Independency is when your investments start to fund your life. And what I mean by that is now you don't have to work. The investments that you made while you might have had a job are paying off, are paying you. Now you're able to pay your bills with it. You're able to live your lifestyle, support your lifestyle with your investments. You know what I'm saying? That's independency. Now freedom is when you have assets and liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, you know, you don't have you invested in this and that. You got property, you got land, you got stocks. You know what I'm saying? Your investments is not only funding your lifestyle, right? But you know, it's more than it's not an emergency fund no more. It's liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Like you got land, you got life insurance, you in the stock market, you can go pull money from wherever you need it to if you need to. You know what I'm saying? So that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's the breakdown from deep poverty to financial freedom. Now see, I can tell you that you're messing up, that you're not doing it right, that you're doing it wrong. But see, that's just the diagnostics, right? That's just the diagnosis. That's just the symptoms, right? Now I have to medicate you. Now I gotta medicate you. See, now I have to give you some financial antibiotics, right? Now I have to financially vaccinate you, right? From going back to that situation, from getting that virus again, that deep poverty virus again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to do that, I had to break down deep poverty, stability, security, independency, and freedom. You know what I'm saying? So now you know where to go. That's your financial GPS. That's your financial compass. Deep poverty, stability, security, independency, and then freedom. That's the breakdown. So where are we right now? Are you in deep poverty? Because how to get out of that is, you know, you got to start owning more than you owe. Okay? Poverty, you know, you got to stop living check to check. You can't be one check away. You got to have at least $500 to $1,000 in your savings. You know what I'm saying? Stability, you got some in your savings. you probably got more than $1,000 too. You know what I'm saying? Security, remember, you start investing of some sort, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's more in your education, right? Or learning a skill, whether it's some property. You know what I mean? Independency is when your investments that you put in place for yourself is supporting your lifestyle. And basically financial freedom, man, is anything you can manifest, anything you can dream of, you can have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real shit.
Resources, you have the backing, the financial backing, and it's crazy, but it's a beautiful thing.
So listen, man, you know, I can tell you that you're doing wrong, you're messing up, you're fucking up, but that's your diagnosis, that's your symptoms. I have to make sure I medicate you financially, I medicate you with the vaccinations. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we try to do here, man. Listen, man, shout out to Studying for Success, man. One of the best tutoring service in Jacksonville, Florida. They're doing big things, helping out the community, man. Listen, they are doing their thing this summer, man. At summer camps, you'll see them around town. Studying for Success, man. Contact Miss Angela Pelfrey at 904-315-8746, K through 12, man. And remember, parents, siblings, if you come drop your kids off, you can stay and get financially educated for free. Don't miss out on that opportunity. That's a major opportunity. Listen, shout out to Affordable Trimming and More, man, for always taking care of the podcast building, always taking care of my home, always taking care of the community, man, around town. Jacksonville, Florida, 904 Duval, man. We appreciate them, man. If you want a clean cut, you feel me? You can contact them and call them at 904-418-3848. You feel me? Listen. Amazingly fucking tasty meals. Huh? Yeah. Amazingly tasty meals located in Jacksonville, Florida, man. We can't say enough about them. We go there and eat all the time before and after the podcast. Thank you so much for being one of our great sponsors. We appreciate you guys so fucking much, man. Thank you. They deliver. They're open from Thursday through Sunday from 12 to 10. Check them out, 904-418-3848. Amazingly Tasty Meals. They also deliver for $5 plus the cost of your menu item. Cuz what you had today from Amazingly Tasty Meals?
I had the shrimp salad. But it wasn't just salad. Like, I know it just sounded like shrimp salad, but it sounded
like what you had, noodles and shit?
Was
it that kind of shrimp salad?
No. It was full of vegetables, carrot, cucumber, what else was in there? The lettuce, a little cheese in there, shrimp, and what's the little joints, like the they not croutons, but they like
I think you had
red pepper.
I think you had fried onions.
Fried onions?
Yeah, you had fried onions. Yep.
Yeah, man, definitely my favorite. Probably my favorite salad, besides you going to some fancy smashy place and they got this fancy smashy salad. Okay, that's good for sure. But I'm talking about just hands down one of my favorite salads for sure, man.
Amazingly Tasty Meals, man. Thank you for doing your thing. I got the salad, but I also got these things called smashed potatoes. They come with the little potatoes smashed with the bell peppers, onions on them. I think they had little pieces of bacon on them motherfuckers or something. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty good, man. Shout out to Amazing Tasty Meals for always hooking us up, man. Jacksonville, Florida. Like I said, they open from Thursday, Sunday, 12 to 10 p.m. Check them out, man. Also, last but not least, one of our great sponsors, Feed the Streets, FTS. They're doing big things, man. They feed the homeless, elderly, families in need, and veterans at least once a week. Also, they got the Meals on Wheels service, the paid service, $75 a week, $250 a month. Check them out. They also do medical transportation, prescription pill pickups, free trash removal, furniture rearrangement. Check them out, man. They're doing big things in Jacksonville, Florida. 904-418-3848. We appreciate them, man. Thank you so much to Feed the Streets. You feel me? We fucking with them boys, man. Listen. You tired of being broke, living paycheck to paycheck. being late on your bills, got bad credit, always spending what you don't have. Come check us out every weekday, man. I mean, not every weekday, but every week, once a week at the ATM Podcast 904 on YouTube and Instagram. Addicted to Money Podcast 904, man. Fuck with us, man. Come see us to learn how to save, budget, manage your money. Also, we can't forget about investing. All right? Basically, what we teaching you is how to get the bag, keep the bag, and invest the bag, man. You feel me? So thank you for tuning in to the ATM Podcast 904 on YouTube and Instagram, man. Shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to sis. Happy birthday again.
Happy birthday.
Happy Juneteenth. Cuz episode 20, man. I don't know how long we've been just on this motherfucker, man. Thank you, man, for tuning in. We love y'all, man. ATM, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Benjamins is all I know. When money call, I gotta go. Wondering where I've been, chasing them Benjamins. Benjamin is all